Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond 1800 with BTS. Before we go on to the next reading, something exciting has just dropped. So, Taeyong, or V, has released a new single and a new music video of that single. And I think the name of the single is Friends, but it's written stylistically. There's a parenthesis um, with the END, which says end. So it's a very intriguing title. So let's see what it's all about. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here is the new single of V entitled Friends. This is the official music video. Here we go. Doesn't have anything in the fridge except for that takeaway box. We're seeing the actor. It was a dream?
I'm not supposed to get too close to feel emotions that we're feeling now. We're slowing down, yeah. But once you cross the line, there's no denying you, and I can never turn around. No, we'll never be the same, yeah. You and I go back to like all night, it's like forever. And you let my loneliness, yeah, keeping me together. So wouldn't it make sense if I was yours and you could call me your baby? But we say we're just friends, just for now. Yeah, but friends don't say words that make friends feel like more than just friends, just for now. Now I'm over Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Uh, okay. What can I say? This just it's quintessential V or Taeyang. It's unpredictable. It's thinking outside the box. It's clever. It's funny. It's mischievous. And I guess it's saying you can be in a relationship or not in a relationship, when you're in your own bubble, everything can, be chaotic, but you don't really notice it because yeah, you're okay. And then when you're not, when you see things all around you, so what? You're better off being by yourself. At the end of the day, actually, you have to just love yourself. Yeah, this BTS's message is love yourself first. But it's just fun. It is funny. Okay, let's go. Did you see the teddy bear? There's a there's a huge teddy bear in that diner. Um, on the far right by the window. Okay, let's do this again. I need to have a look at everything. Yeah. So first he wakes up. It's like Groundhog's Day. You know that movie when they wake up every time? It's Matthew Broderick, I think, and it's the same day that repeats itself. Just I can just imagine what the conversation they're having on the group chat. BTS's group chat. I wonder what the other six members are saying. They're probably going, "Yep, that's V." So it's overseas. I like that bus. It's a very retro bus. And the driver has somebody. You can't have two people in the
Girl,
driver
in my
seat.
hand, I had plans for the weekend, but wound up with you instead.
Okay, the local
Back
supermarket.
here again, got me deep in my feelings, where I should be.
That would have annoyed me
You
too.
and I go back to like all night, it's like forever. And you that my loneliness, yeah, keeping me together. So wouldn't it make sense if I was yours
Oh,
and you could call me your
it's about to
baby?
propose.
But we say we're just
Through them. Very
friends,
dangerous.
just for
Be
now.
careful.
Yeah, but friends don't
Okay,
say
here.
words that make friends feel like more than
And they're right.
just friends, just for now. Now I'm
There's
over
the teddy bear.
pretending, so let's put the end in friends, just for now. Yeah, but friends don't say words that
When
make
the
friends feel like more
license
than
plate
just
has V. Oh, okay. This time if they were a couple or he has a partner. Pancakes, butter,
Wasn't I supposed to get too close to feel emotions that we're feeling now? We're slowing down.
and now the
Yeah.
people are fighting. It's
But once I cross the line,
It's
there's no
chaos.
denying you, and I can never turn around. No, we'll never be the same. You and I go back to like all night, it's like forever. And you that my loneliness, yeah, keeping me together. So wouldn't it make sense if I was yours and you could call me your baby? But we say we're just friends, just for now. Now I'm over pretending, so let's put the everything just for now. And if friends don't say words that make friends feel like let's put the just for now. And we're over pretending, so let's put the
This one gets me. This is just so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's V. Hope you enjoyed. Okay. After that very entertaining music video of the new single of V, Friends, let's now do some reading. So we are still in chapter 7, but I think we have just about maybe 2 readings to go. Yes, and then we're about to finish the book. So I hope you're enjoying these readings. I have really loved doing the readings, and I just enjoy learning and a little bit more about our 7 Bangtan Sonyeondan. They've really had an incredible story, you know, with highs and lows, and but through all of it, they remained humble, hardworking, funny, just down to earth, generous, kind, courageous, and yes, fallible. They're not perfect, but they are genuine, just genuine, wonderful human beings. Okay, subheading: Artist of the Year. On November 21st, 2021, at the American Music Awards, or AMAs, held at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, BTS were awarded in the categories of Favorite Pop Duo, Group, Favorite Pop Song, and the greatest honor, Artist of the Year. Suga recalls how he felt that evening. Our American debut had been on this very stage, but now we were receiving Artist of the Year. I was thinking, did they make a mistake? Or was the world playing a prank on me? But more than that, for Suga was this: it was almost fascinating to see a live audience again. We learned later that many in the audience had come just to see us, which was the case 4 years before as well. But nevertheless, it felt different. Somehow, I was like, did something really change in the interim? Or has it been that long since I'd seen crowds in the room or in person? BTS were finally able to perform for a live audience at the 2021 AMAs for the first time since the start of the pandemic. On the very stage, no less, where they had made their American debut 4 years ago, accompanied by even more screams than before. They were the de facto stars of that year's AMAs. That BTS were given this honor was not only because they performed My Universe with Coldplay and Butter. The AMAs had also invited New Edition and New Kids on the Block to perform, and with the awarding of Artist of the Year to BTS, that year's ceremony had shaped up to be a tribute to boy bands. The ceremony had in effect been the passing of the baton from the American legends to BTS. This cemented their place in music history, not only in Korea, but the US as well. And the fans who had gathered there to witness this coronation had been behind the band in their ascension, the very reason BTS could take the stage on that day. RM says of the mood in the States then, I felt like we'd been outsiders or outliers until then. But now it felt not like we were in the mainstream necessarily, but we were being welcomed more. When BTS won their first major award at a Korean ceremony in 2016, they had almost lost their minds with joy. But now, even as they rejoiced in their honors, they'd matured enough in their attitude to think deeply on what such accolades meant for them. Jin explains, we were as happy to win Artist of the Year at the AMAs as we had been for any grand prize in Korea. But this time, we did have a slight expectation that we might win. Jin laughs. Because I had this thought, what should we do if we win? If previous prizes gave us uncontrollable joy before, now we could feel happy, but also handle our emotions a bit better. The Love Yourself series had unleashed a chain reaction that had taken them to the stratosphere. Maybe that's unleashed. Okay, a chain reaction is just missing a spelling. We're missing a letter. A chain reaction that taken them to the stratosphere. And in that process, they had learned how to maintain altitude. Even around the time they had scored big at the AMAs, they were thinking of next steps. V discusses the meaning given to them through their AMA wins. We need to take in what a heavy and wonderful thing this award is to us. We'd always run forward without stopping, became a much awarded group in the process, and it would have become easy to forget the value of these prizes. We have to be careful about that, to really feel the value of these prizes, to know where we are, more so because during the pandemic, our popularity had felt so abstract. Jungkook, in the group's acceptance speech for Artist of the Year, called this award a beginning of our new chapter. BTS had to think what the new chapter would entail. Jungkook elaborates on his acceptance speech. Who would have thought we could win Artist of the Year at an American Awards ceremony? It was so shocking. It sent chills down my spine. I said it was the beginning of our new chapter, and in that moment I really felt like it would be that. A moment where I couldn't quite see what exactly it would be like, but felt there's going to be something more after this. BTS Permission to Dance on Stage LA, held only a few days after winning Artist of the Year at the AMAs, felt like the beginning of this new chapter where they were reunited with a live concert audience for the first time in 2 years. The concerts allowed them to show ARMY how they had grown during the pandemic and also herald the beginning of a new era. If BTS indeed had anything left to prove, it was to show the world what they could do on a live stage. RM describes the direction of the concert. Since we weren't able to perform in front of an audience for 2 years, we wanted to make a kind of gift box of a concert to show everyone the things we could not show them before, to what we thought they would like, only much, 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 much stronger. For this concert, all the solo songs were removed, and the set list was comprised entirely of their group songs, with none of the members pausing for individual breaks during the set. Suga says, the setlist made us think, will we really be able to do this? Or if we actually do this, we'll die. Suga laughs. But it was our first in-person concert in 2 years. We got rid of all the fancy staging and effects and made the whole show concentrate on us seven from beginning to end. It was a gamble for us because during dance rehearsals, we were saying things like, hey, can we really do all this? Or we'll only know when we're on stage. Come on, BTS. You know by now you can do anything you set your hearts on or put your, you know, focus on. You are simply that outstanding. So you can do anything. And you have Army right behind you. So you'll feed off that energy from Army. They will boost you in your concerts, and you can just do anything and fly and soar to the heavens with your performances. While the set list was as ambitious as Suga says it was, particularly in terms of how physically straining it would be, the ambition was also necessary, as Suga explains. The point of this set list was, let's put together a song made only of our biggest hits. That's a lot of hits. Okay. Indeed, BTS Permission to Dance on Stage LA featured everything that was big and successful about BTS. It opened with On and burned through Burning Up or Far Bultorine, Dope, and DNA before segueing into the recent hits Boy with Love, Dynamite, and Butter. This made way for a line of powerful numbers beginning with I Need You to Idol, while in between these anchoring songs were cuts from the B album. I love the B album. Ending with Permission to Dance. As the final anchor, the history of BTS from past to present would play out in the course of this single setlist. Jin explains it further. It really was a chronicle of BTS. Most concerts are about the most recent album, but this concert was all the hits we had saved up, exploding at once. Jin laughs. There were many in the audience who probably became fans through Dynamite, Butter, or Permission to Dance. But to us, there are songs like Dope, Burning Up or Fire, Idol, or Fake Love. So we put all of those in as well and made a kind of title song set list. It was that much more enjoyable for the audience and a good way for fans who had just gotten to know us to learn more about our work. Brilliant vision there. There was some concern with whether they could successfully pull off such a list, but Jungkook explains why they had no choice but to go with this approach. We wanted to give people the best possible show we can with the time and space that was given to us, and we especially wanted to show them the seven of us being on stage the whole time. We were worried, even if the seven of us stood on that stage together, there was no way of predicting how much or little the audience would enjoy it. Jungkook needn't have worried. The response was explosive. Tickets for the 4 dates at the SoFi Stadium were immediately sold out, and from the moment they began, the cheers and screams did not end. The gambit of having all seven of them on stage at the same time paid off, as they were able to put on a show of unrelenting energy that kept building on itself. Suga speaks of the confidence he felt in this performance. You know how in the second half of the show we're basically in full sprint, from Airplane Part 2 to Idol. I even thought if we weren't able to do that part properly, there was no point in people seeing the show. The first half was more about the dancing, and the second half was about having fun with the audience, and that was the part we were most confident in. I think all our strong points come out there. No set lines of movement, just running around and putting out everything that we are on the stage. Then, then you end up with a wild kind of performance and do things you didn't expect to do. Sugar laughs. I think it's parts like that that make our concerts so special. The opening number was again On, the title song from Map of the Soul 7. BTS were finally able to showcase the song's epic staging in front of a live audience. It felt like things were going back to normal for them, and they threw themselves into it. Jimin remembers how he felt when the concert began. You know that part in the opening number on where the LED screens. Oh,
Macca's surprise fries. Peel your fries.
sorry for the ad. Oh, this is my favorite, Black Swan. Okay, where were we? Okay, so you know that part in the opening number on where the LED screens come up and we go out on stage. We can see the audience's reaction from behind the screen. But on the first night, we were too keyed up to even take that in. All we could do as we got ready to go out was warm up and think of our choreography and lines of movement. When the concert actually began, we were actually taken aback because all throughout the pandemic, we had gotten used to only having the camera in front of us. But it was the second night when we could see the people from a crack between the LED screens or LED screens. They were singing, screaming, waving their army bombs. That's when I thought, that's right. We're doing this performance so we get to see them. And we're back. Oh, BTS. This will be nothing compared to when you reunite in 2025. You have to brace yourselves for how ARMY is just going to react. You think shock is the word to describe your feeling when you see ARMY again? Oh, you will be blown away. ARMY has been waiting for a long time to see all of you back together again. So, oh, it's gonna be brilliant. It's just gonna be out of this world. Your concerts in 2025. Okay. To do an entire concert with all 7 members on stage from beginning to end was an incredible endeavor, especially considering it was the first live concert experience in 2 years. But V knew that sometimes joy could make one overcome physical limits. Yes, I agree, V. My leg was actually acting up. Oh, yes, I remember that. Right before the concerts. So I was really concerned. What if it gets worse? What if it hurts again? But once the concerts began and I saw the fans, I was so happy. Really, I was so happy that hurting or not, I was flying through the air. I'd only see the happiness that was right in front of me, and I could not feel the slightest pain or any other emotions. And then I'd come back to the hotel and do physical therapy. V laps. So the endorphins kicked in big time. And that adrenaline too. Still overwhelmed from that first in person concert in 2 years, V continues. There's a part in Idol where we run around a lot, and I really ran around in that part, all excited. I could spend all that happiness in joy. If virtual performances meant setting your expression and gestures to the camera, this concert was about putting all that down and beginning again from pure happiness. I didn't need to calculate anything in my movements. I could just be natural. The pandemic was really hard, but it made me appreciate how precious doing live performances was. It's important to keep in mind always that making albums and performing are precious experiences. Really, if I could do those concerts in my dreams again, I would. Unlike V, J Hope tried hard to keep his emotions under control as he performed. He says that while he had craved to perform for a live audience once again, he focused more on putting on a show that the fans would be happy with. I also wanted to go, whatever, let's enjoy ourselves, J Hope laughs, but I couldn't. This was a very meaningful performance for a very meaningful audience, and my first priority was to put on as perfect a show as possible. That was what I kept coming back to. I wanted to be more professional than ever before. So I was mostly thinking, let's not get too excited. Let's show a little restraint in the first concert. Oh, that's so J-Hope. J-Hope, the commander, dance and performer extraordinaire. Yes, he commands that stage, that discipline, that professionalism. We saw it in Lollapalooza, that we call Hobie Palooza. So not surprising that Hobie brought his A game, to their first concerts, permission to dance concerts. J-Hope adds, honestly, if I did not do that, I really would have lost control. This is BTS. To give oneself to the happiness of having come through the pandemic and to the first concert on the other side to the point of transcending one's physical limit, while at the same time keeping one's tears in check to put on the best show possible for the fans. This combination of hot energy and ice-cold professionalism was enabling BTS to reach the next level. What J-Hope has to say about the UN experience both describes the path they had trod so far and their trailblazing attitude toward the future. In the end, the fact that we were given such an invitation at all was an incredible honor, but I still feel a bit embarrassed to accept and overwhelmed because I'm an extremely ordinary person, just a Gwangju native with a very ordinary upbringing, so much so that all this took a while for me to accept. But to always be grateful for what I've been given is my motto and personal vibe. So whether I'm making music with BTS or going to the United Nations, I try to study up on my responsibilities as much as I possibly can on my level. I do have a sense of mission about my work in the end. You know what they say about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So, Hobie, it is very, very okay to just be an ordinary person, but able to push yourself to do extraordinary things and to make impact in the lives of millions of people, either directly or indirectly through your music, through your performances, through you just being you in your weavers' lives, your thoughtfulness to Army, you and your brothers. They and you, so all of you, yes, are humble and consider yourselves ordinary guys. But you know what? You've pushed yourselves to be the best that you can be in the profession that you are in, that you all love, and you made a difference, whether you intended to or not and never thought about it, but you all did impact on the lives of people from all walks of life for the better. So that's very special. So thank you. Thank you so much for all that you do, for all that you are. Bangtan Sonyeondan. Grammy Awards. Their concerns continued in 2022. Oh, sorry. Their concerts continued in 2022. BTS Permission to Dance on Stage Seoul was held on March 10, 12, and 13, and BTS Permission to Dance on Stage Las Vegas on April 8, 9, 15, and 16 at the Allegiant Stadium. BTS was finally able to meet their Korean fans. Footnote: this was 2 years and 5 months since BTS World Tour Love Yourself, Speak Yourself, held in James Hill Stadium on October 26, 27, and 29, 2019. However, because of another wave of COVID-19 infections, the audience was asked not to shout or cheer during the concerts. Yes, I saw that. My family and I watched that online, so we were part of the online audience, and we could see really how BTS were affected, that the Korean fans, could not even cheer. So all they heard was I think it was like fans or something, and they were using those to create that sound that told BTS, yes, we're here and we're cheering for you. So, but man, that was really strange, and you could tell that the guys were just trying their best to adjust to that, to an audience that was there, but an audience that could not really verbally just show their appreciation and their joy and their emotions during the concert. Okay. And the Seoul concerts were effectively a herald of the pandemic ending in Korea as well. TV programs began welcoming back live studio audiences, and artists restarted their tours. A new era dawned for BTS and other K-pop artists. The 64th Annual Grammy Awards, held on April 3, 2022, at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, had a different heft to it than the Grammy ceremonies that had come before. Originally scheduled for January 31st, its date for welcoming its first live audience in 2 years was delayed for 2 months, with promises of putting on live performances. In the year before, at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards, BTS had contributed a video of their performing Dynamite to the awards show, and they were scheduled to perform Butter live for this one. They were, for the second year in a row, nominated for Best Pop Duo Group. Now I'll stop there, build the excitement and tension to see what happened, yeah? And I think that may be the next reading, might be our last reading, and we'll finish the book. So I hope that you all enjoyed this session with the music video of V and another reading. Have a lovely weekend. and do relax and just have some personal time. And I wish you all the very best.
Shut up and take my money.
And until next time, this is Beyond 1800 with BTS. Thank you for stopping by.